David Menzies for Rebel News here in Aurora, Ontario. Well, folks, I'm standing outside the international headquarters of Magna International. That is, of course, the Canadian automotive parts giant. And could it be that a device Magna has developed, which was originally meant to disinfect hockey equipment from bacteria, could it be that device might play a role in the war against the coronavirus? Well, certainly hope abounds. You see, folks, for the last several years, Magna has manufactured a device called the Puro. And what the Puro does is zap items with ozone. And ozone is pretty much lethal to anything, including all that yucky bacteria that can congregate inside hockey gloves and whatnot. Anyone that plays hockey knows exactly what I'm talking about. And basically, the idea is to use these devices, they're about the size of a picnic cooler, to cleanse masks that medical professionals are using. And this is very important, folks, because in the best of times, a hospital is going through perhaps 5,000 masks per day. And we have a shortage right now when it comes to masks. I wonder why. Do you think it had anything to do with Justin Trudeau giving a huge supply of those things, amongst other devices, to China back in February, even though China's holding a couple of Canadians hostage without trial, have been held for over a year? But hey, you know, Justin, China's the kind of basic dictatorship that he admires. Anyways, these devices could use the ozone to cleanse those masks and put them back into circulation over and over and over again. It could be a fantastic boon in terms of the mask supply shortage that we're enduring in Canada. Now, the hitch is Magna has defined a level 3 lab. That's a very high level indeed, in which to test these masks to get that proverbial good housekeeping seal of approval. However, it should be noted that in addition to bacteria, Magna claims that these devices were very successful in eradicating the virus that was known as swine flu going back to 2009. Now, no one was available to come on camera here at Magna, but this story has been making the rounds. It was published in a automotive trade journal here in Canada, and I think this has incredible potential. Now, what I'm going to do is visit the University of Toronto. They have one of these level 3 labs. They're one of the people Magna has reached out to because time is of the essence. There should be no time wasted in getting these devices approved, if indeed they work, and the confidence is very high that they do indeed work against viruses as well as bacteria. So I'm going to take a visit to the University of Toronto and, well, basically see what the holdup is in terms of getting these ozone devices into hospitals where face masks can be recirculated over and over again, thereby eliminating the shortage that we're enduring now. Let's see what U of T has to say. Well, okay, folks, from Aurora, Ontario to downtown Toronto, I'm standing in front of the medical faculty at the University of Toronto, and I was hoping to get a hold of some of the scientists and the medical professionals that work here to talk about the potential for getting these Magna ozone devices tested. In particularly, I was looking to speak with Dr. Natasha Christie Holmes. She is the Research Operations Manager for the Combined Containment Level 3 Unit facility that is behind me. Now, that's a top testing lab. They deal with all kinds of nasty pathogens, and they do have the ability to test this Magna device to cleanse face masks and other hospital paraphernalia, which is very much in demand. Unfortunately, Dr. Natasha Christie Holmes said that she was too busy to be interviewed, and I believe her. They've got their hands full here, but still, I did text her a message. I wanted to know when, if any time, has been set aside to test these Magna devices, given that this is literally a matter of life and death. Hospitals are going through more than 5,000 masks a day. If you talk to people who are caring for the elderly, they have to beg, borrow, and steal masks. And yet here we have a made-in-Canada solution that could be a godsend to alleviating the pressure of masks, gowns, and other equipment that hospitals need. Indeed, Scott Mitchell, Magna's Global Director for New Technology and Innovation, told Automotive News Canada, quote, "We think we can really save lives. We've just got to get this testing done," end quote. And that's the thing, folks. The clock is ticking. I know there is so much pressure right now on the scientific and medical communities in light of COVID-19, but surely someone can make some time available to find out if Magna indeed has a silver bullet when it comes to recirculating medical equipment that is so desperately in need. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, unlike the Justin Trudeau-funded media party, we don't accept a single nickel of government funding here at Rebel News. We depend on you for our support. So please, if you can, visit helprebelnews.com. That's helprebelnews.com. And if you can kick in a couple of bucks to keep us going, then we'll continue to bring you the other side of the story.